Hi-Res Studios' REALM Royale is changing up the Battle Royale format with a new gameplay idea: character classes. Players can choose between 5 different classes and fight amongst each other until only one champion remains. Like its Battle Royale counterparts Fortnite and PUBG, REALM Royale blends survival skills with intense player-on-player combat, forcing players to fight over resources to figure out who will be the last man standing. But the game's class system, wide range of weaponry, and crafting components shake things up a bit, giving players a unique take on one of the gaming world's most popular genre. For new players, here's what you need to know before diving into REALM Royale. Unlike Fortnite and PUBG, each player starts REALM Royale by choosing one of the 5 classes. Once you pick a class, it cannot be changed during your match. Each class has their own special abilities and passive bonuses. Warrior gain 5 health per second. Engineer gain 5 armor per second. Assassin gain 10% round speed. And Mage gain 30% potion effectiveness. Hunter gain 10% swap speed and reload speed. Each class receives 5 different unique abilities that can only be used by your class. The warrior, for example, can use the heroic leap to jump incredibly far and high, making this a great ability for escaping a powerful enemy or engaging a weak opponent. The assassin, on the other hand, can use a smoke screen to block other opponents' line of sight and catch them by surprise. Abilities used by one class cannot be exchanged for others found on the battlefield. So once you pick your class, you are locked into their abilities. Ammunition is infinite in REALM Royale, so there is no need to worry about scavenging for ammo. You will never run out of shells for your shotgun or arrows or for your crossbow. Instead, winning in REALM Royale is all about looting for armor upgrades, swapping out your weapons for better versions, and changing your abilities to use the best ones available in any given situation. In short, you will want to do plenty of scavenging out in the field while playing REALM Royale. Items are either dropped from dead players or stored in chests, which split out various items after being opened. Different kinds of chests exist throughout the game. Weapon chests store weaponry, and standard chests feature armor abilities and weapons. But when in doubt, open up everything you see. And next thing, REALM Royale stands out from its competitors for many reasons, and that includes the game's crafting mechanic. Players can head to several in-game forges and craft legendary armor and weapons. In order to create legendary items, players need to collect shards, which are crafting resources that can be taken from other players or grabbed through disenchanting weapons, abilities, items, and other forms of loot. New items can be crafted by heading to the forge's new yellow ring and using the crafting menu to create items. Forging a weapon takes 120 shots and an additional chicken trophy, which can be obtained by killing chickens 30 seconds after their deaths, whereas legendary armor simply requires 60 shots. All items take 60 seconds to craft, save for health and armor potions, which only take 30 seconds. But be careful while you are at the forge. Other players will be there too, trying to improve their own weapons, and the forge will spew smoke into the world that lets other players know that you are crafting items. If you are going to the forge, go with a few buddies, or at least make sure you are prepared for a fight. And last thing, REALM Royale stands out from other Battle Royale games for plenty of reasons, but one of the biggest changes in its chicken mechanic. Yeah, that's right, you get to play as a chicken. I'm sorry if my voice echoes. Just a minute. Yes, after players lose all their health, they turn into a chicken and wander around the battlefield for 30 seconds. while waving a white flag. Players who survive for half a minute are brought back into the game with all their items and abilities. But while you're stuck in chicken mode, you cannot use any of your weapons. And yes, other players can kill you. If that happens, it's game over. Players can only respawn as a chicken 3 times before permanently losing the game. And if an enemy player kills you while you are jumping around as a chicken, then you won't be revived, trying to hide from other players or confuse them in order to avoid being killed. Players can check their chicken spawns through the feather counter at the game's bottom left corner. So that's all, and it's still a battle royale game. While Realm Royale adds classes into battle royale's formula, it has a lot in common with other games. From the genre like PUBG and Fortnite, players jump from a blimp and dive down onto a map that's populated with loot. They have to stay in the game's white circle in order to avoid dying from the world's deadliest fog. Yes, blah blah blah. Other things are the same, but it's always unique and stands out. So thanks for watching this video. So stay tuned for more on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. This is Chief Monkey signing off.